Hello, hello, and welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, listener, subscriber, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. If you're new to the space, all right, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so we're here and we're just getting ready up to a bit of a late start, but we're going to get the updates and definitely get to share and let you know what's going on. All right, so welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome, welcome. All right, so it's the 400-meter hurdles. All right, that's what's happening right now. All right, so we're definitely going to keep you updated with just what's happening. So we're just getting in, so we want to get as much of the information as possible. All right, soon I'll let you know which heat is going. All right, but I'm just looking at hide there on screen. All right, welcome, guys. Please remember to hit the like button, the share button, and the subscription button. All right, that is definitely important for us to keep growing stronger together. All right, welcome, welcome. It's a little bit challenging here just to get things, going and get things together. But, I am on it and, doing the work. So just hit the like button, subscription button, and let's keep going. Not too sure why this feed is slowing down on us here. But again, we're here and just trying to get things ready for you. All right, so welcome, welcome, guys. Soon we'll have, the phone line open. All right, so again, I'm just trying to set things up here. All right, so it's the 400-meter hurdles. That's what's happening. Please remember to hit the like button, the share button, and the subscription button, and let us continue to grow stronger together. All right, so let's get this out the way very quickly. All right, so welcome again, welcome, welcome, welcome. And I'm just trying to see if I can get if I am privy to the entry list, but I can tell you that the heat is on, started, and Hyde is looking good there. All right, so we're just watching to see what will happen in this one. All right, Hyde is going well. And all right, Jaleel Hyde here doing well. And let us see. Hyde being caught now on the inside. Let us see what will happen here. All right, so Hyde is back in the number 2 spot. And so 49.45 here seems to be the flash time here. All right, so just hoping that we'll get the names going forward. So we're definitely going to see how best we can get, that information for you. And we're going to try to see to show some results on screen so that we're able to follow along. I'm just looking up something right now. So it's the 400 meters hurdles for men. And let me just see here in the context of this screen here what we have. All right, so as you can see, what is happening here on screen, let us see, we should be like somewhere here. I'm not sure how this is being done. What's the situation here? All right, so we're getting some times here. So perhaps that was the last heat there. So hopefully this is looking good here. All right. So Malik James King, as you can see here, 48.68. Rashawn Clark, all right, 49.06. Rasheem Griffiths, all right, Barbados, and I doubt they will affect, Jamaica's time. And so just to let you know that. So the next event on the track, I believe, is going to be the decathlon, all right? And that is what we should see. All right, so here again, just going back to the times. So these are the times that we have here in the 400-meter hurdles. And I know a lot of us here, we're wanting to see as well the 400 meters, all right, for men. So just to let you know, so based on my time here, it's 6:22. The next event comes up at about 6:45, all right? So we're going to do a little, talking in between. So what I'm going to do, I am going to pin the WhatsApp number in the chat. So while this is going on, we can get an opportunity to talk over on this side. All right. So, all right. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. And as you can see with the cues going in, I guess these are the qualifiers moving forward here. So you'll see the cues, the big cues and the small cues. So we go up to number 8, all right, in terms of the qualifiers there. All right, so what I'm going to do, let me just pin the WhatsApp number in the chat here. And again, would love to hear from you. All right, so this just gives us some idea of what the results are, and just so that we can follow along. So welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, the phone line by the sound of things that is up and ready. So ready to take some of your calls. We definitely love to hear from you. So give us a call, give us a call. We would want to hear from you. Roll call. Who is in the chat here? So it's a lot just trying to pay attention to what is happening, guys. Hit the like button, man. As you come in, hit that like button. We're trying to arrange, something in terms of the possibility, because I know a lot of us, we want to see, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. We want to see some of those moments, and we're not too sure, but we're working on the possibility of, just to show those little bits or seconds of the races. So what we're waiting on here, based on the schedule as you can see on screen, is the boys decathlon. All right, so just to remind you that it's also the junior athletics championships as well. And so we'll have, that going as well. So right after, we'll go back to the men's, all right, 400 meters for seniors. But let us see if we can just look at some of the results here from the women's 400 meter hurdles. All right, and we can see here, all right, Janeve Russell, all right, 54, and that's also, Olympic qualification there. Rochelle Clayton, 54, 54. All right, Andrenet Knight, 54.09. All right, Cheyenne, 54.49. All right, Rhonda White, 55.77. Gabrielle, all right, 56.95. Lashana, 57.20. And Tony and Beckford, all right, 57.74. And as you can see, no qualifying time there. And we see a 56.32 there from Tia from Barbados. That should not affect, the Jamaican qualification. All right, so some of these athletes they come to get that Olympic qualifying time, and so Jamaica has been doing fantastic in terms of facilitating these athletes. All right, so again, welcome, welcome, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscription button, share, tell a friend to tell another friend about the Voices in Education. I am wondering if my system is not working. I'm yet to see a like. All right, let's quickly do roll call, roll call, roll call. Who is here? Who is here? Comment in the chat. So drop your flag and the name of the country beside your flag. All right. So roll call, roll call, roll call. All right. Would love to hear from you. So again, drop your flag and the name of your country in the live chat. All right. I see Ruren is here, I believe. Yes, welcome, welcome. And all right, welcome, welcome. All right, so again, guys, let's do better, man. Hit the like button, hit the subscription button, tell a friend to tell another friend, and just come on over. All right, so I guess in the context of the 400 meters, this should have they say near 8 advanced, top two each, all right, from each. So as you would know, with so we should have 16 plus, I think 7 based on the prelim qualification earlier today. All right, so just to let you know about that and what we're referring to. So because of in the context of this men's 4 by 400 meters flat, all right, the decision was taken to run the 400 meters, a bit earlier to facilitate Jamaica's qualification or the possibility of a qualification for the 4 by 4 relay team. All right. And so, as a result of that, what they're doing or what they have decided to do is to cut one round from the 400 meters. And so some athletes, they will only do like 2 rounds. So this pretty much semifinal and the final. So that's perhaps 8 athletes who will advance to the final who will do that. And then you have some athletes that could possibly be running 3 rounds because they did a qualifying like round earlier this morning. Now to this, I would say semifinals. And if they should advance to the final, then they'll have another round to do. All right. So based on what we're seeing here in heat number 1, we should see 8 athletes. So Paul, Lavar, Bavel, DeAndre, Zandrian, Rashid, Kimar, and Shemar. All right. And then over in heat number 2, we should see Terry, Emil, Anthony, Raheem, DeAndre, Javon, Antonio, and Marcino. All right. So, and then over to the next heat, we should see Nicardo, Roy, Kareem, Demar, Javon, Sean, Dimish, and Chevoy. All right. And so again, we're going to see what happens and, just wondering if it is that, some of these athletes, they will help Jamaica as in the best, because I guess that's one of the reasons, why, they're doing this so that, the top athletes will make themselves available to run in that 4x4 on Sunday. So Jamaica's final attempt in terms of making, or in terms of making that reaching that qualifying standard, and trying, I guess they're trying to disrupt Zambia, I believe. All right, so welcome, Dylan, welcome. It's on One Spot Media, all right, pay-per-view, so that's where it is, Dylan. All right, welcome, welcome. Thanks, Ren. All right, so hopefully at some point co-host will join, and we'll get some co-hosting duties done. So right now we are not missing out on anything. So what should be happening at 6:45 is the boys decathlon, all right? And that's the 19 and under. All right, so and then right after that, so that will be at 6:45, and then at 6:50, 5 minutes after, we should have the men's 400 meters. All right, so the seniors, and so we're definitely here and looking out for that. And for sure, later on, let's see if we can go there. Over on this side, later on, later on, later on. What can I tell you about later? They say later will be greater. All right, so we definitely want to see all right, the women's 100 meters, all right, the senior women's prelim. All right, so we should see Jonna Downey, Alana Reed, Ramona Burchell. So this is Heat 1. Nisha Berger, Sharika Jackson, Carlita Bernard, and Jodine Williams. All right, in Heat number 1. So when you think about who is going to come out of each, so it's the top three, they're saying. All right, top three of each each plus the next four best times that will advance. All right, I guess that will be the top 16. All right, so here, Heat 1. I guess we should see Sharika. If I'm going to pick three, I'll say Sharika, Alana, and it's going to be between Jodine and Ramona. So perhaps I'll go with Jodine in this one. All right. All right, in that heat. So we'll talk about it when it comes back as well. Welcome, welcome, guys. The WhatsApp number is pinned in the chat. Now is the time to give us a call before the event is back on the track. All right, in heat number 2, we should see Sharia. All right, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, Pocket Rocket. All right, so we should see Shelly. All right, in this heat, and then Ashanti Moore, Tia Clayton, Serena Cole, Ronisha McGregor, and Jura Levy. All right, so Shelly for sure. I'll say Tia Clayton and perhaps Ashanti Moore. We'll see how that goes. All right, but that's what I have there so far. All right, in heat number 3, we should see Kemba Nelson, Brianna Williams, Shakoria, all right, Wallace, Natasha Morrison, Yannick Dale, and Lane Taylor Towers. All right, so I'm going to say here, I'm going to go with Lane, I'm not sure the form, Natasha, but based on what Steven is saying, so I'm going to go with Lane for these are just the top three, no particular order. So I'm going to go with Lane, Natasha, and Brianna Williams. All right, so let's just do that. All right, in the final heat, number four, we should see Tina Clayton, Janelle Smith, Crystal Slowly, Sasha Lee Forbes, Kashika Cameron, and Grizel Scarlett. So you know what? I'm just going to go with Crystal, Tina, and Sasha Lee from this one. So that's the pick there. But as we can see, we're expecting to have these athletes. And I know a lot of persons, we want to see what Shelly and Sharika, what they look like. And as I shared earlier today, by now, we would perhaps have known that Elaine Thompson-Herah, she won't be participating, all right, in this year, well, in this, championships. So she won't be defending her titles in Paris, all right, due to injuries, and that is definitely unfortunate. All right. And so we're sending, best wishes to Elaine Thompson era. And of course, tomorrow. Yes, I believe tomorrow is our birthday, so we'll be here. So tomorrow we'll let her know, that we are thinking, the best of her and just wishing her the best. And so tomorrow is Elaine's birthday. So just keep that in mind, all right? It's never easy, and I guess it comes with the territory track and field, injuries. They're going to happen, and unfortunately, it has happened at a very significant time, in Elaine's, career. But she, as much as though she's devastated, she's also hopeful in the sense that she's stating that she will be back. All right. So that, is nice to know that, she understands, as she stated, that, there's unfinished business. All right. Things that she have not yet achieved. And so, in that bid, she'll be back. So in light of this development, is Shakari Richardson, you know, can she be stopped? That's the question. Who is going to stop Shakari? So we want to see if we can answer that question, based on what we're going to see in a little bit from now. And so, that is something that we're looking out for. All right. And so Elaine is pretty much out. So I suspect that perhaps she's going to take this season off. And so I don't know if we'll see her, in on the remain on the circuit, and so I figure that she's perhaps going to take this season off. And as she said, her health comes first, and that is definitely important. All right. Danielle, welcome, welcome. And Danielle is saying she needs to retire or have surgery and sit out a season. All right. Achilles don't heal without surgery. Look what happened to Bolt. And I suspect perhaps there's going to be something along that line, because that's the direction that she went based on, what we understood. All right, that she went to Bolt's doctor there in Germany. So perhaps, from that, they might have a plan in terms of how they're going to move forward. So the under 19 and under, I suspect here the decathlon, all right, the athletes are on the track here. So we're just going to go back here. So this is the seniors. But so in terms of the athletes here, we're seeing Mikhail Williamson, Jaden Parks, Jaquan, all right, and Kamal, Malik, Osman, Kemal, and Ajani. All right, those are the athletes here in the decathlon. All right, so just to let you know that. So again, we'll see the results. So not too focusing on this one, but for sure, we're going to see the 400 meters seniors right after this event. All right. So just to tell you now, in terms of the men's 100 meters, similar to on the female side, we have a lot of questions too. All right. So in terms of the top 16, so three from each heat. All right. So the top three of each heat plus the next four best times will advance to the semis. All right. And so here, all right, in heat one, Odane McPherson, Javel Wright, Jelani Garden, Brian Lavelle, Johan Blake, Oblique Seville, Bourgeois, all right, Bawaji, Nkrumah, and Jamal Miller. All right, and so this one is top three is a good one. So we're expecting Seville, obviously, to get out of this one. Brian Leville, and I don't know if Johan Blake is going to be in the top three, to be honest. So I'm going to give Blake the number three spot, but if I see like in Nkrumah, that wouldn't surprise me, if that's the situation. So, just to put that out there. All right. So let's see what happens. All right. And as long as we have a clean start. All right. Earlier too, we have some of these athletes. They ran in terms of just getting, so there were some prelim earlier, and I believe Shakur Williams, he was one of those persons, so he's going to do I guess a double today. So some again doing like will be doing like 2 3 rounds, some depending on where they end could be like what 4 rounds. So again, just to let you know all of that. So in this heat number two, Shakur Williams, Mario Williams, Kishane Thompson, Nigel Ellis, Akeem Blake, Sandre Davidson, O'Shane Bailey, Sachin Dennis. All right, so here, Kishane Thompson, Akeem Blake, and Sandre. All right, so those would be my top three from heat number two. And in the next heat here, we have Rashid Foster, Rickham Graham, Taekwondo Tracy, Ramon Barneswell, Julian Ford, Rowan Watson, Jazeel Murphy, Travis Williams. So I would want to say Julian, Rohan, and I don't know who would be the next person, but let's go Taekwondo. Since he's been in the news, he has a lot to prove, so let's go with Taekwondo there. All right, and then in the next heat, we'll see Damore Miller, Michael Shaw, Jelani Walker, Raheem Ford, Kadrian Goldston, Michael Campbell, Andre Ewers, and Andre Edwards. This one, let's say Raheem, Kadrian, and let's go Jelani. All right, and we'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens here. All right, so it's the 400 meters, and I'm just going to let you know what's going on here. They are on the field. All right, so let us just try and see what's happening here. All right, welcome, welcome, guys. We can do better with the likes. Close the X, hit the thumbs up button, and the subscription button. All right, definitely that is definitely important. All right, so let's just do that. All right, so in this first heat number one, we should see Paul Henry, Lavar Berrick, Bovell McPherson, DeAndre Watkins, Andrian Barnes, Rasheen McDonald, Timar Farquharson, and Shamar Palmer. All right, so we're just waiting there for the start. So welcome, welcome, guys. Welcome. All right, welcome. Close the X and hit the thumbs up button. We can definitely do it. And I'm going to say, I am asking you for 10 subscribers. All right, so 10 subscribers. So just tap subscribe right now and let us just continue to grow together. All right, so we are here and just waiting for the start. All right, so the athletes they're being introduced. So in lane one, we have Paul Henry. Lane two, Lavar Berrick. Lane three, Bovell McPherson. Lane four, DeAndre Watkins. Lane five, Zandrian Barnes. Lane six, Rasheen McDonald. Lane seven, Kimar Parkinson. Lane eight, Shamar Palmer. All right. So just waiting for the start there. All right. So again, some of these athletes who are running now, they did a qualifying run earlier today. So some athletes will be doing 3 rounds, depending if they get to the final. Some will be doing two. And yeah, that's the story to accommodate the 4x4. So they have dropped one of the rounds of the 400 meters for men. All right, so 8 athletes in this heat, two guaranteed a spot in the final. All right, and so just to let you know that I guess this is not yet compiled as how I would want it, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. This is heat one of three. All right, so we'll see. We'll definitely see what happens here in this one. And they're off. All right, so as you can see, the results there, Zandrian Barnes in lane five. All right, is going right now. All right, so let us see what happens as they come off. All right, Zandrian Barnes, McDonald is there, Watkins. All right, McDonald is trying to get there. All right, looks like DeAndre there. Did I just Get off that. All right. So DeAndre taking that in 45 1 9. Zandrian Barnes 45 3 4. Rasheen McDonald 45. This is just switching up on me. It's just switching up on me. But as soon as they're ready, then we'll get back the score, the times. All right. So let's just wait. So heat number 2 is coming up, and in this heat we should see Terry, all right, Emil, Anthony, Raheem, DeAndre, Javon, Francis, Antonio Watson, and Marcina Rose. Looking forward to see what Antonio is going to do here. All right, and I'll just share the times that I have from the 400 meters. All right, it's not yet there, but just to let you know, DeAndre Watkin won in 45.19, Zandrian Barnes 45.34, Rasheen McDonald 45.60, Bovell McPherson next 45.69, Shamar Palmer 45.74, and my screen just closed on me. Give me a moment here. Then we have Kimar Parkinson, 45.82. Then Paul Henry, 47.43. Then Lavar, closing out things there, 48.39. All right, so we're waiting for the next heat. All right, we're waiting for the next heat here and just waiting for the athletes to get ready. All right. So this is the result here for heat number 1. All right. So so that you can see that on screen. So we await heat number 2. All right. And again, some of these athletes, they ran this morning, so they're doubling up. All right. So in terms of the athletes in this one, all right, we're going to see again in lane 1, Terry Thomas, lane 2, Emil Gordon, lane 3, Anthony Cox, lane 4, Raheem Hales, lane 5, DeAndre Anderson, lane 6, Javon Francis, lane 7, Antonio Watson, world champion, and in lane 8, Marcino Rose. So we want to see Antonio. We know that, he wasn't well. We could see him limping at the Racers Grand Prix. He did not participate. So definitely wanting to see if he's able to get through the trials and perhaps to do some more preparation for the games, the Olympic Games. So we're definitely wanting to see what Antonio Watson will be doing as well. So guys, we can do better with the likes and the subscriptions. And Javon Francis, how many of us remember Donkey Man? Is in this one. All right, so let's hit the like button and the subscription button, guys. After 10 subscribers, I know we're going to get there. All right, so just wanting you to hit the like button and the subscription button, and let us continue to grow together. All right, so athletes are being introduced. So just waiting for the introductions, and then for sure we'll get some times here. All right, Barrington, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, welcome, welcome. Shy Shy, hello. Arlene, hello to you. Good evening. Welcome, welcome. All right, so again, we're just here waiting for the start, taking a bit of time, but we'll see what happens. So we're here just wanting to see, what the world champion is going to deliver in this heat. And I guess it will give us a sense of, how he's looking. All right, moving forward. And I guess the aim is to move on to the next round and I guess eventually getting into the final and making the team. All right. And I guess, Antonio will take it from there. But first, he has to do this because he does not have a bye here. All right. All right. So next World Championships, he'll have a bye, but not here. He has to go through the rounds. All right. And, we have seen some unfortunate things like Athing Mo there and her unfortunate fall, causing her to miss a spot there on Team USA. And, she was definitely a strong contender to go back and I believe defend her title. And so that is just unfortunate. The USA, their trials or championships is continuing too. I believe the 200 men is being run. Yeah, I think sometime, perhaps even now, as we speak. But of course, a Jamaica we think there. I am a Jamaican. Of course, I'm going to watch the Jamaican trials. How about you? All right, but for sure, once we get, updates that, we need to share, I think it's their prelim, they're going through the rounds. So we're here. All right. All right, so again, welcome guys. I see the likes going up, so keep closing that X and hit the thumbs up button. All right, and I'm asking for 10 subscribers, so I know we can do it. I see I got two, so thank you so much. All right, so just keep liking, share, tell a friend to tell another friend about the Voices in Education. All right, this is a safe space where we can share and learn from each other. We do that in a respectful way to ensure that we're maintaining our safe community. So we do not bash anyone, we do not belittle anyone, we do not disrespect anyone. And I am wondering what's the situation here with the start for the 400 meters? I mean, they have them out there just a little bit too long. So now they're going on their marks, I guess, for another time. And so we need to watch lane 4, 5, and 7 set, and they're off. And the second gun goes. So not too sure what's going on here. So let us see what's happening here. Hope it's a faulty start and nothing. I don't know why they call it back if it's for that athlete that was just sitting in the blocks and not getting up. So let us see because I mean, if you don't want to get up, then so it's a green card. All right, so everyone remains in the race. All right, again, with this, as just as what the commentators are sharing, like, I don't like the fact that the athletes, they have been here for this heat for, quite a few minutes now, and not good for, Antonio, as they're mentioning. He's holding on to his calf, and so that is definitely not good. And again, I don't know why they recalled, but let's hopefully that, we'll see this one on its way, and hopefully the athletes, the top athletes, they will get to do their thing as everyone else in this heat. All right, so they're on their marks, set, and they're off. All right, so uh it's a clean, I guess, start. They're on their way here, second time perhaps of asking. All right, this is unfortunate. Antonio Watson pulls up, and it looks like it's over for Antonio. All right, so this is sad. The world champion won't be at the Olympic Games. So Raheem Hills, Javon Francis is going. So it's Raheem Hills here. All right, and my word, this is what I've been talking about. Like, you just have them there, and it's just not good. So I'm going to try and get a sense of what's going on with Antonio. All right, just to get a sense, there. So um it is not even here. Should be, I guess, DNF, but not seen Antonio. But we so I'm seeing Antonio now, still there on track, getting some help. I don't know why they call that race, and perhaps that's, I don't know if they'll be able to protest to get something in for him. I don't know, because I don't know why they stopped the race. Like, nothing seemed, irregular to me, at least from my perspective. And after going through, they did not find anything. And so it was a green card. So it's Raheem Hales, 45.55, Anthony Cox, all right, 45.98. Apparently, DeAndre passed, Javon. So DeAndre 46.30, Javon 46.55. All right, and then we have Marcino. All right, next there, 46.92. Terry Thomas 47.12, and Emil Gordon 48.32. All right, so we'll definitely listen out for, the situation with Antonio Watson. I know that he wasn't in the best of shape, but having the athletes out there so long is never good. Jappy, welcome, welcome, welcome. And guys, please go over to Jappy Sports Talk and show him some support. All right, so subscribe, go over and each one, and let us help each other. All right. And Barrington is saying we're going to get some upset. All right, I suspect, because we're not seeing, things as how we are expecting them to look. And this is what I'm seeing here. We should be seeing another heat. of the sort. All right, let me see if I can quickly get this shot here. Oh, and I missed that, but hopefully we get this here on screen. Not too sure here what's the situation, but there's another heat. All right, so we'll just wait. We'll just wait for that. So another heat here, 8 athletes. All right, Demish Gay on screen. Sean Bailey is in this one. Expecting to see something from Sean. Javon Powell is here as well. And I'm just waiting to see if we can. Let me just go somewhere else and then perhaps come back. All right, Demar Francis is in this one as well. All right, Kareem Bartley in lane 3. Lane 2, Roy Miller and Nicardo Blake. All right, in lane 1. So here you can see on screen now. All right, so Nicardo Blake in 1, Roy Miller. All right, 2, Kareem Bartley. 3, 4, Demar Francis. 5, Javon Powell. 6, Sean Bailey. 7, Demish Gay. Lane 8, Kemar Davis. All right, so we'll just wait to see what happens in this one. On their mark, so this one is pretty quick. And they're off. First time of asking, one time of asking, and they are off. All right, Alfred, welcome, welcome. It's on one spot. We are going to see how best we can do something for our members here on our platform. All right, but for now, it is what it is. I can just share. All right. All right. Javon Powell looking around. Javon Powell is going. Sean Bailey is coming. It's Javon Powell. Sean Bailey. Sean Bailey over Javon. All right. Welcome. Welcome. If you're just tuning in, let's see if we can get some results here. So Sean Bailey, 44.95. Javon Powell, 45 flat. Let me just see here. So that we'll get back the times eventually. So don't worry about that. It will come. Let me just switch here. So it's Demish Gay, Sean Bailey, Javon Powell that will move forward or gets into the final. All right. And Rashid McDonald, believe it or not, is in the final. All right, welcome, welcome, guys. I'm just trying to figure out the times here. All right, so as you can see, Sean Bailey. All right, 44.95. Javon Powell, 45. Then DeAndre, 45, 119. Then Zandrian Barnes. Okay, I guess everybody is like labeled here. This is the person moving forward. All right, with the cues. All right, so the top eight into the finals. Here we have Sean Bailey, 44.95. Javon Powell, 45. DeAndre Watkin, 45.19. Zandrian Barnes, 45.34. Raheem Hales, 45.55. Anthony Cox, 45.98. Demish Gay, 45.18. And Rasheen McDonald makes it in 45.60. All right, so top eight there for your finals. And that will be tomorrow. So seeing a glimpse of Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce on screen there, I guess on the warm-up track. All right, so just to let you know, so the next event will be the women's, all right, high jump, and that should be going on 7:10. All right, and so we're seeing Kimberly Williamson. All right, should it be Williams? Rochelle and Lamara and Charity. All right, so just to let you know, but we'll keep an eye out on that and just to let you know what's going on. So again, just from the 400 run here for men, unfortunately, our world champion won't be in the final. All right, Antonio Watson. That's definitely unfortunate. Rurian, hello, you're here now. Talk to us.
Hello, not necessarily. I'm able to talk to you limitedly, but how is the championship going? I haven't been able to tune in much, but I just heard the bad news about Antonio just now, and that's really disheartening. Hopefully, he keeps his cheeks up and get at it, for the next World Championship and next Olympic Games.
Yeah, it's definitely unfortunate. So what I noticed for his heat, I don't know. And just before all of this unfolded, I was saying I don't like the fact that they're holding them out there so long. It was just a long wait, and I know that he wasn't in the best of shape, and so then they sent them off, and then they called them back, and I could not see a reason apart from I don't remember who seemed to have gotten up a bit late, after the starters gone. But then I was saying that had nothing to do with, like a false start. So when they called them back, what I noticed, they gave a green card. So I mean, it did not whatever happened did not affect the price of rice. And so, we noticed that Antonio he was holding on to the calf area on one of his legs. And so that was definitely concerning, and perhaps that call back, affected him. So when they sent them off, I guess the second time of asking, just a few meters in, he just stopped. And so, that was very, very unfortunate.
Definitely unfortunate, and probably he was just saying, if I can get through the rounds and make it to the final and qualify, then he'll continue working on, the niggle that he had or he's having currently. But sad to say that he wasn't able to finish his race, and I'm wishing for him a speedy recovery.
Yeah, definitely unfortunate. And I guess for some of us, we perhaps were losing a bit of hope as Jamaicans in the context of the strength of the team that we are going to have there in Paris. But let's keep hope and see what will happen. Mark, Antonio wasn't in the best of shape. If you can recall, at the races Grand Prix, like right after oblique one, I guess outran Noah. If you notice, there was this person who was just running, kind of hopping on one leg going over. I believe that was Antonio Watson. And so that tells you he was just not in any form there. Something had happened with one of his legs. And so we knew that something was wrong. He did not participate at the Racers Grand Prix. I heard, Glenn Mills, and he wasn't too sure of his form and in terms of moving forward. But I mean, this long hold, I don't know why they have the athletes there so long, and not sending them off, and then to send them off, and after he has gone a few meters to call them back for foolishness. Like we need to get that right. We definitely need to get that right, Rurian. So that's pretty much, what has happened there. So the top eight is selected based on times, as you can see on screen. So Sean Bailey, he goes in with the fastest, qualifying time. Then Javon Powell, DeAndre Watkin, then Zandrian Barnes, followed by Raheem Ailes, then Anthony Cox, Dimitri Gay, and believe it or not, Rashid McDonald is in the mix in the final. So we'll see what happens for sure. So that's pretty much that for now, Ruren. As you know, it's day one, and later on we'll get to see the women's and men's, 100 meters. So back over to you, Ruren.
Yeah, I definitely understand what you're saying. I am hoping that the starter had good reason to hold back the 400 meters runners there. Must be something that was off that he caught or he or she caught, so that they pulled back that race. But, all in all, the bottom line is that Antonio wasn't able to contest because of, the injury that he has. And I'm just, again, wishing him a speedy recovery. And you alluded to a point that I was going to make that point. So I'm just underscoring it. Jamaica's Olympic team to Paris is seeming to be shaved down a little bit with, for example, no Antonio Watson, Elaine Thompson-Herah not going, and we're so unsure about, many of the top athletes. You know, is it a case that the Jamaica team will, have a quiet year at the Olympics? No, years gone by, Jamaica has held the flag high as it relates to sprinting. And, for the Caribbean in general, where much of the Caribbean looks forward to Jamaica for their dominant performances in the international events. So I'm wondering if it's a year when we will, have not have that have that kind of, strength in terms of our team. And the other thing that has crossed my mind, is it a changing of the guard, so to speak, changing of personnel, in the sense where the
Yeah.
athletes who have been there for a while now, it's time, for them to bow out, regardless of, the condition that they're in, based on the fact that injuries are happening and the performance aren't coming. Is it just the perfect time for things to be changed around? So I don't know what is your view on all of that, but Hopefully, we'll
I
get
guess
some good.
I guess changes are happening, and so as you mentioned, perhaps this is that pivotal moment where we're going to see, some change, or changes. And so again, sometimes as persons, sometimes we don't know how to embrace change, and sometimes, yes, we might be seeing things falling apart, but sometimes they come back, for the better, or they fall apart for the better, right? And so we just have to remain patient. It's not over until it's over. And the thing is, we want the best persons to qualify, which may not necessarily be the case right now. And so I guess that's where the worry comes in for some persons as well, because they're now wondering, okay, I don't think this is our best team moving forward. I can see channel member Soji, Carlton Lovelace in the chat. Welcome, welcome, and blessings to you too. And what happened to world champion? I suspect Antonio. So obviously some injury there. We started the race and then stopped in a few meters in. And McDonald, let me just see if I can get to this comment. I see your comment there about Rasheen. All right, I understand that feeling, but and I guess that's a sentiment that a lot of persons are sharing too, Carlton. But he's in it, believe it or not, he's in the finals, and we'll see if he makes it. All right, but right now he's in the top eight, and that final will be tomorrow. So we'll be here again to share. All right. So yes, Ruren, the next event on the track is going to be the girls 19 and under 100 meters, followed by the boys. All right. Is it 19 and under? So under 20. All right. For both, girls and boys. So we'll see, those happening. And again, it's also the junior championships as well. So the J3s have incorporated the juniors, with the seniors. And so we're having, action from them as well. But for sure, right after those, two events, all right? The girls under 20 and boys under 20 prelims in the 100. We go to the women, all right? The seniors, all right? And the prelims. So we'll see Shelly, we'll see Sharika, we'll see a lot of women here, but unfortunately, no Elaine Thompson-Herah. Perhaps we may see her in the stands, and maybe she won't be in the stands this evening, but it would be nice to see her there. But she was saying that she'll be in the stands, cheering for Team Jamaica. So maybe we'll see her tomorrow. I don't know, but we'll definitely look out for her. Tomorrow is her birthday, so perhaps she might just show up. So back over to you, Ryan, if you're still here with us. All right, so not hearing from Ruren. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to take a little break, and I'm just going to leave some music here so that when, things are going, I don't need to move. So stick and stay with us. All right. And again, we're here. So we'll just be right back. All right, welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, we're still here. All right, so please, hit the like button, hit the subscription button, tell a friend to tell another friend about the Voices in Education. So the high jump is currently happening. All right, this is the opportunity for you guys to call in as well. All right, the WhatsApp number is pinned in the chat. So ensure that you give us a call. All right. And again, would love to hear from you. So let us just go back to this result screen here. So the high jump is happening. And earlier I was saying Williams, but it's indeed Kimberly Williamson. All right. And I guess we this is still going on, so we'll see what happens in this one. But for some reason, this should be going on right now. All right, so I guess we're waiting for the heats. And so in this context, we should see four heats here in the under 20 girls. All right. And based on the lineup here, we have Aliyah or Ayla, all right, St. Andrew I, Brianna Davidson, St. Jago, and perhaps this is going on, but we are just not seeing that. We're seeing the high jump. So that's the focus. Tiana Lee Terry Long, Edwin Allen, Shavonna Grant, Titriel, Kiara Miko, Lavanya, all right, of William News, so Kiara, Omod, and Alicia. All right, we see unattached there. All right, so we'll see what happens here, and that's heat one, it appears. So we'll definitely see how things go there. All right, so we'll see what happens. All right. So again, welcome, welcome. And let us see who is going to give us a call. Let me just check to see if I'm missing any call. So guys, call man, would love to hear from you. That's why it's voices. So we want to hear your voice as well. Give us a call now, or you guys are waiting on Shelly and all them girls to run before you call me. That works too, but you can call me now and still call me back later. All right, so we have a few minutes before we get there. So again, would love to hear from you. And just to let's do a quick roll call in the chat. Who is here? Is Jamaica here? UK is here. UK is here. Who else is here? All right, let us see. We're getting a call here. So let us take this call. Oh, hello, Soji. How are you doing?
Too bad I'm up here. I was supposed to go down there watching those race, but I cannot believe that as I listen you said the 400-meter runner did have some problem from the last time you saw him. So sad. But what McDonald done in the relay, boy, I'm come, I don't even want to say what I want to say. If I wouldn't win the race, I wouldn't want to put him on the 4x4.
Well, his coach, over MVP, they said that he had some health issues, and that's what I believe Coach Francis was sharing. But I guess a lot of persons, I know a lot of persons weren't expecting him to make the final, but he did. And I guess somewhat you just have to credit him perseverance. He is determined.
Yeah.
And so
Coach Francis did say the right thing, you know. He said what the JTA should do is tell the athlete them what them feel would make the race for them to go to ask them to train a bit early for them to go to the World Championship, because you're taking up college kids sent over there to qualify. America, they don't do that. They send a good team down there to qualify. So why Jamaica cannot do that? It's simply, you know, just tell the athlete them before and said you need them to come to some extra training. So, but I think the E2, I see the E2 lineup. The E2 lineup is very strong.
For which one are the races?
The 100-meter.
Oh,
Heat.
for the male?
Female.
Female, let me just put that up on screen to see heat number 2.
Heat is strong.
So in each
Shelly.
okay.
Kimber Nelson, that heat is strong.
Kimber isn't in this one. So in in E2 we have Shuria, Henry, Shelly, Ashanti Moore, Tia Clayton, Serena Cole, Ronisha McGregor, and Jura Levy.
But they changed it up because that's not what I did see this month, because Serena Cole and Brenna Williams was in E3 together.
Oh, so in heat number 3, based on what I have here, we have Kemba, Brianna Williams, Shakoria Wallace, Natasha Morrison, Yannick Dale, and Lane Taver.
They change it up then, because they pull Shelly from that heat and put Kimber. They change it up because Shelly heat was the toughest heat. So maybe they look and say, no, what? We'll get rid of some of these girls because maybe Shelly have to run to get some farm. So they pull Shelly from that heat.
Okay. I didn't see that before now, so I can't comment on that.
No. I would have to go back on the page and see and let you see what the one I'm talking and send it to you. That you did see what I'm talking.
But it's a possibility because sometimes too, you know what they do. Sometimes we don't see the entry list until very close to the race. So, you know, sometimes we are not privy to that.
They changed it because when I look and see Shelly, I said, because Shelly did look, to me, if Shelly did look impressive the other day, I would say, well, that's all right. But when I see how she run, I said, this heat is tough. But they changed it up. They put Brianna and Serena Cole was in the same heat.
Okay.
They were in E3. They were in E3. Sherika was in E1.
Okay.
But that he did fine. But the twin was in E3 and E4.
Okay. So we have one over here, like perhaps a change. Let me just look on the heat that Kishane Thompson, and they have like Akeem Blake in that one. And I'm like, okay, this one looks a little bit tough. And I guess Civil and Johan Blake, Brian Levitt, but Civil should be good. And, you know, I guess we don't know what to expect from Johan Blake. I don't even know if he's going to make it out of the heat.
Yeah, that's true. But he will turn up, you know, that big race star be sometime him turn up, because remember the last time he come and shot the whole crowd.
Yeah, so you know that's what I said. Like when I was picking the top 3, I was like, I'm just going to go with him, you know, put some respect on his name, and I'm going with him.
So that's the semi-final. Only 2 persons qualify from the East.
No, 3. The top 3, and I guess the next 4 best times.
Okay. So you see, well, each one I look to see Shakiri and
Sharika, yeah.
And Alana,
and I pick Jodine.
Okay. Slowly in E4.
Let me see here. I believe so. Yes, slowly but surely. Yes, Heat 4.
That E2 never wasn't bad, but the E2 was hot. So I didn't realize, no, man, you can't put so much athlete in E2. So they changed it around. I think they moved Serena Cole and put Kimber, Kimber Nelson down there and so forth because in it because Serena Cole was behind what it for Ben Brenna Williams in that heat in E3.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
yeah, because the Clayton them was in E, yeah, this change totally in E4 and 3. But they put her in E2 now. So that's going to be a tough E2 still. But I think Brenna Williams going to perform well now because I see John
Yes.
Smith down there now.
Yes, I believe so too. I believe so. And so, looking forward to that because when you think about when we see like when I saw what happened there in the US with the 100, Shakari, the training partners, and TT. You can like Brianna Williams and TT, they're coming up from the juniors, where Brianna,
Yeah, because
outruns, a TT. So to see, TT coming into our farm, we are expecting to have that, from Bree as well. But I guess, it's a part of it, the ups and downs. So hopefully she's trending up now and we'll get
yeah,
something here.
the Joint Commander Avarino, he is a very good coach.
Yes, I think that's
Good
where
coach.
Talu is. And I think he's
Yeah.
Otto's former coach as well.
Oh?
He's
Yeah,
Otto's.
after Maurice Green, Tim
Yes.
Montgomery, and Marian Jones, then
Yes.
all of
Yes.
them. But only three that the only thing I only hope. I mean, not say, maybe nobody you say
Nobody
that, yeah.
say it. Don't say it. She
Mm,
good, man. She
mm.
good.
So I just want her, but I think he get her late just March. But I think the thing when she come Jamaica and we thought it was good. I think if she did go to John Smith long time, she would run in 10-5, 10, not 10-5, 10-6. Long time. But she improving since she go over there. Because I see she run 11-1 and run 11-8. So I think she's improving. So all she have to do just run to finish in the top 3 today. And then go to the semi-final and try to fit in the top 2. And then in the final, she run and try blue and say, all right, you know what? The race is between me, Shelly, and Sharika. And whosoever, are just going out there, let they catch me. If she have that bullet start same way, let they catch me going. Yeah.
Yeah, for
But,
sure. For sure. For
but
sure.
boy, I don't know what to say. Not. Why? Shakari look good.
That's what I'm saying. Who is going to stop her? And
Yeah.
Justin is on his high horse now.
Okay, yeah, I forgot just, when last year he come over, why? In my
Justin,
ball,
yeah,
or the
Justin
race
was
down.
here last when? Today is what? He was here the other day when we were talking, man, and he called in, and so obviously after this, week
What,
or
what
weekend.
time the 100 them running? What time the 100 they running?
So the prelim starts based on what I'm saying, 8:20 Jamaica time. So in about
Okay.
35 minutes.
Yeah. So what about all the junior going?
They're going right now, So right now they have the girls under 2100 meters. So Terry Long won her eat from Edwin Allen. And so yeah, I think they're at E3 or 4 right now.
So what all Doc do in the 100?
I'm not too sure. Let me just see
Yeah,
here. And this is a good
you see,
heat coming up with Shania Douglas. So I'm expecting her to go out and do well in this one.
Because she's the character champion, you know.
Yeah, so I'm expecting her. She did the
So,
200, right?
who?
Who you talking for the character? The 100?
Yeah, Dockery.
Okay. Dockery.
She win the 100 character and Terry Long come second. But she's a very good 400 and 200, and I don't know why she come down to the 100.
Oh.
She when we say very good 400 athlete and 200, very good. But I don't know why she switched. Because maybe she realized the 100 is where you get the spotlight.
Maybe.
So that's the reason. So now she win the 100 at character, beat Terry Long. Yeah, and then you have the little girl there from Herbert Marison. No, so I don't know how they're going to be because and Campbell can run junior.
Which Campbell? Just tell me the school.
The one Campbell from Edwin Alley, from not Edwin Alley, from Idle.
Oh, not too sure, you know. But she should be in. You mean Alia?
I don't know what Campbell she even if it's Alia Campbell. Very good 400 runner, man.
Oh, 400. Oh, Alia is in the 100. See her coming up here. But this is a big heat. Alia with Shania Douglas. How did they do that? It's a big one. I'm just going to see if I can get the results here. This is heat 4. I just can't see. Let me see by heat. All right, so Terry Long 1, heat 1. Let me see.
1 E2.
Let me see if Dockery 1 E2.
Okay.
Sabrina.
Okay.
And then
yes.
heat 3 now. Kishana Niles. So I am wondering, why did they put Alia and Shania Douglas in the same heat? Right? They could split them 3 and 4.
Yeah, that's what they should do sometime. But well, is there the top 2 qualifier or top 3?
It looks like top 3, so they should be
okay,
good.
Well, that's all right.
Let's see.
They should be fine.
Let's see. So we're just waiting on that to come in. So
what happened to Intume? What happened to Bowaji?
Bowaji is in the men's, the senior. So he lines up with, I believe, Johan Blake in that heat. So
when if he come back at full speed yet?
If he come back at full speed, you know, we're not gonna see. So this is the heat, all right? Heat 1, if you're seeing the screen. So we have Odane, Javal, Jelani, Brian Level, Johan Blake, Oblique Civil, Bowaji, and Jamal. So when I looked at this, I was like, okay, Oblique is going to go Brian Level, and it's going to be if Bowaji is in his form, then you could perhaps select a Bowaji over Johan Blake. But let's see.
But if Bowaji at him best, that even Lavelle can beat him, you know.
That too. But you know, we'll see.
If Bowaji, I don't see Bowaji how long now. Okay, all right, let's see the race. But Bowaji, the race that's club too.
Yes. So, you know, I'm saying that one should be an interesting eat.
And Lavelle, why they put Lavelle? Why this eat? You really know what you're saying? This eat is tough.
Yes.
This eat is tough. But it's good to see Bowaji come back, man.
Yeah, that's good for sure. So not too sure of his form, but you know.
No, I'm not sure of his form because well, and you see, last night the guy that used to run so well with Bowaji, he never come good. He never come good. The one from Herbert Marison. He come at champs, and I wonder if he just say, you know what? maybe he start just too many girls and that wasn't training. You know the guy I'm talking, the one from Herbert Morris. They run on the World Junior game, man, with Lavelle and all of them.
Oh, not the name not coming to mind right now.
He run the third leg, man. But you remember the character when he went character last year, and when Bowaji did injure, and he take the bat and run down the guy from Bahamas, man, and look across at him.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
He come second at champs last year, man. He come second behind Bowaji.
Was Bowaji's last year? You sure?
Yeah. Yeah, last year Bowaji, yeah.
Okay. Time.
Bowaji
just feel like it was like 2 years ago, but it's probably last year.
Last year. Mm. Because you're looking at the champs that gone this year.
Yeah, it just feels like, yeah.
But Bowaji, man, and it's like, I would love to see Bowaji see him. So why you can't show the race live?
Because they copyright and stuff.
Okay. So when we could see it on now?
It's on one spot, you know. It's on one spot.
So,
yeah.
Okay, so we can go on one spot and pick it up then.
Yeah, you can get it on one spot, but it's pay-per-view.
Yeah, but me last time I paid for champs and then I couldn't see it.
So sometimes right now my screen is frozen.
Yeah,
so sometimes that happens. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, this looks like they're now at the boys under 19 100 meters, under 20 100 meters. So that's next. So they're getting ready to get to the big things there.
Card is there. Card from Woolmarks.
In the under 20, let me just check.
It's under 20 boys.
Sometimes they don't show this thing properly. This is by heat, so let me see. Walmers did not show.
It's a better 200 roller still, but
well, this has like what 8 eats. So let's see.
Okay.
I'm not able to see the other eats just yet. I guess the result stuff coming in. So let us see here. All right, so in this looks like heat 2. Let me see if I have Walmers here. No Walmers just yet. And let me see if I can see. No, I can't see the other one yet. I just have to wait on their little kind of system thing. I don't know, even with this, like just to access the information, I mean, it's there, but not as
how. Yeah, I see him.
Oh, you find him?
I see card. Yeah. I see you pass him a while ago. I see him.
Oh, Gary, I just see him. Yeah. Wolmers. Yeah.
Gary card, yeah.
Somebody just pull up in the race here. I'm not too sure who, but I guess the time will come in.
But to see what this you train so hard and come put up at this time, boy, I'll tell it's really rough.
Yeah. So Mindset, welcome. Mindset is saying DeAndre Daly is the boy from Herbert Morrison. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That's him. What happened to him?
All right, Mindset.
He never was at the best. He outstanding, but last year I think maybe in just that he was so good, and then maybe a lot of girls and him just wasn't training.
Maybe we'll see him back on the scene. All right.
No. What I'm saying, he come back, but when I say he's the one should dominate boy champs this year. He's the one. He's the one should. When I see him at Western Champs, I said, "Oh no, this is the deal I know." You know, because I see that he wasn't running at his best. I don't know if it was injured or most time when he come and get famous 1 year and because you go to a boy and girl school, a lot of girls and you crown king at the school. So maybe it's that.
Hopefully not.
So the first heat run already with card them.
I'm wanting to see that result because somebody kind of pulled up in that one. But let me just go to another heading here and come back here. It should be in because there no. All right, we're just waiting for the results to come in. All right, card won it, so 10:38. Okay. They're coming in now. 10:61 next, so yeah. On point as usual, Soji. On point as usual.
Yeah. Come on, and see, and then he told Jade he's gonna fight it out again. But he putting on too much weight though.
All right. So guys, as you enter, hit the like button, hit the subscription button, and let's continue to grow stronger together. So Soji, before you leave, what are your views on Elaine? You know, I have to ask you that. And and before you leave too, quickly you have to tell me what going on with your girl Bree because I was kind of expecting it, because when it comes on to the NCAA, like she was competing and not fully well.
Too much race, man. Too much race, and she have a niggle, so I think are the right decision. Just take the rest until next year. Next year World Championship, you come and just come and blow it everything, because maybe she will just say, you know what, these girls running better than me at the time, and I don't want. You don't see even the girl, not even the girl that win at the NCAA championship. Not even she make the team.
No, Mackenzie, right? Long.
Mackenzie Long.
Yeah, because and that is the same thing I'm saying. Like they have these times going in, but they just overworked on the circuit.
Yeah.
Overworked.
Yeah.
And that is my thing. Like I understand that some persons would want to go to college, but sometimes the caliber or the quality talent that you have, sometimes it's better to just go pro and leave out the circuit, the school, and
but sometimes you see some person, when some person decide they might do that, when you say one thing fail and then get the education. So
yes.
That's the reason. That's the reason. But why they never really, the twin them was good, but if the American sports not journalists, what you call them? Like a sports doctor them.
Okay.
They said the twin them was going to get fat. So that's why they never interested. That's why they chose Brianna. Alana and those girls, and they choose them because they said the twin they're going to get fat, and people are saying, oh, they're going to soft, say they're going to get fat, but you look at it, they're going to get big for true.
Well,
so they're going to get big. So that's why they never really go when they do sports medicine. That's what they said. Not me said, not my word, their word.
Well, we'll see what happens with them in a little bit from now.
But Daily showing up, man. He gonna run.
DeAndre, yes. Yeah. So he's in number 3 here. Yep.
So he gonna run, but what if he's at his best? I soon call you back, my friend. 1 second.
All right then, Soji.
All right, guys, so we're here, and it's no longer frozen. So as you can see, we're going through the boys under 20. So just waiting and to see, results coming in. And then, of course, we'll be here, wanting to see the 100 meters, all right, for women and men. All right, that is what's going to close us out, this evening there. And so we're definitely wanting to see that. All right, so roll call, roll call. All right, and as we told you there in the chat, definitely I need 50 more likes in 20 minutes. Please remember that you're getting the best over here. Thank you so much, Soji. And guys, like and share, and I tell you, and subscribe because we are definitely here to bring you a lot of programs as best as we can. So we're doing it. We're doing the work. So the easiest ways to support us is liking and subscribing. Free, free, free. And you can get super in the chat. You can also join this channel and become a member. All right. And this is something that I guess I want to do because when we have members like Soji, we need to set up something that is hard for me to monitor like so many devices, but we're going to try and do something for, our channel members. So, so where we can have that access while we're not able to share over, YouTube, but we want to do that. So it takes a lot sometimes in terms of work and, monitoring phone and monitoring devices and just to get this live going. But, we're very happy to bring you coverage here. So welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So roll call. I'm not sure who is still here, but, welcome. And this information is coming in a little bit slower than we expect. So as you can see here for the boys under 20, we have 8 heats, and I guess we're just at about heat number 4 based on, what is happening here. So let us see if we can see some more results here. So this was heat number 2. Let me just share that so you can see some times there. All right, and let's see what we have for heat number 3. And look at DeAndre Daly winning this one. So Soji, you won't be disappointed there. All right, 10-1-6. All right, taking that one, and Tajay Dufus next there, St. Jago, and then Ajani Thomas there in the number 3 spot. All right, so we'll see, what happens as heat 4 is on its way. So I guess these young men, they're at the start waiting for that. So we'll just watch that. But I can see right now that we're about 17 minutes away from seeing the likes of Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. So let me know in the chat. Are you here for Team Pocket Rocket? How about Team Jacko, Sharika Jackson? All right, so who are you supporting? All right, you can still cheer on your girl, Elaine Thompson-Herah. So again, no Elaine. All right, this day one. And I guess tomorrow we'll be still talking about Elaine. All right, tomorrow is Elaine's birthday. So, we want to do something, special, perhaps, do a quick live where persons can call in and, share. All right. Just, some birthday wishes and best wishes for Elaine. All right. Definitely a good way to show the fastest woman alive. that, we still have you up there in high esteem, all right. And it's just unfortunate that this is happening to her at this particular time. So in heat number 4, Hector Benjamin took this one 10:46, and then Nicoy White 10:70, followed by Zachary Cox, or 10:92. So Hector aligned with MVP, Nicoy Dynamic, and Zachary Cornwall College. All right. And so again, we now perhaps will be seeing heat number 5. So that's the next one that should be coming up there. All right. So again, welcome. So 5 of 8. In this one, we should see Raheem of Excelsior, Romario of Sydney Pagan, Floyd of Renegade Track Club, Kyle MVP, Deshaun St. Jago, Jordan with Unattached, and Rodney of York Castle. And I said Floyd, but Floyd is there. Yeah, I did say Floyd. All right. All right. So again, we're just going to wait for some results. They're at the start there, waiting for this one to get on its way. All right. Let me see who is in the chat, guys. Come on, man. Say something in the chat. Jamaica, are you here? All right. Let me see who is here, who is in the chat. And guys, remember to hit the like button and the subscription button. Let us continue to grow stronger together. All right. Hit the like button, hit the subscription button, and let us continue to grow stronger together. All right. So close the X and touch the thumbs up button, now, man. Let's take the likes up to 20. All right. Let's go to 20 first. Asking for 20. Let's go to 20, and let's keep, building. Let's keep growing. All right. So we're getting closer to that time that we want to see. All right. And so we are definitely waiting to see all the ladies, also from this heat number 5. We're seeing Kyle Richards here, 10:54. Deshaun, 10:60. Raheem, 10:76. Rodneil, 10:77. Romario, 11:05. All right. Jordan, 11:34. All right. So sometimes they're coming in. All right, so welcome, 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 man. The chat is so quiet. All right, so based on, let me see how far we are from the time. We just have a few more minutes, just about 12 minutes or so before we see the action, what we're all waiting for. And a lot of us, we definitely want to see that for sure. Right now, heat number 6, we have Demario, unattached Romario, Monroe College, Kamani, Calabar, Malik, Excelsior, Demar, St. George's, O'Shane, Green Island, and Locane. Looks like Falcon Athletics. All right, so we'll see how that goes. Rurian, I'm not sure if you're still here and if you want to come in and share anything with us. Hello, Rurian.
Yeah, not actually. I am listening to you guys. Big up to Soji who, always pass through and share, lots of interesting information. Soji is so knowledgeable about, the track and field there in Jamaica and, always sharing some critical and important information, and also dragging our memories back to some stuff that has gone in the past. But about 10 minutes away from they would say the big guns or the big athletes, and I'm just wondering how they'll represent. Wonder what will be the field after tonight. After tonight we'll get a good sense of where the athletes are, and who are probably the top athletes that will finish, in the final tomorrow, and represent Jamaica in the respective 100-meter sprint events. But we have to, pay keen attention to those athletes like Shelly and Sharika for sure, and also slowly did really well. And I'm happy that twins are out running, yeah, and Tina. So lots of good athletes there, and also Brianna Williams too. So lots of good athletes there, and it's going to be really interesting to see who will take this one or who will stamp their mark on this one. But as as a Jamaican, and as we look at the Jamaica team going forward, we are a little bit concerned and are hoping that the athletes will settle our minds tonight, especially on the female side, since the females have always been, well, for the latter part, have been representing really well, and the males haven't been doing so. So we're a little bit shocked if the female team is not as strong as it used to be. So that's kind of where my head space is now. So passing back over to you.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much, Rurian. And as you said there, that's it. A lot of us, it's like we're waiting to see, what is happening in this context. All right.
Right.
And Ruren, we're still hearing you from this side. All right. And so we're just waiting to see, what is going to happen. David, welcome. And David is from Nassau. All right, Bahamas. And Shelly-Ann, let's go 100. Oh, I guess Shelly-Ann. And the 200. So you're right on time, David. And hello to all the people tuned in from the Bahamas. All right, hello, hello. And you're right on time because in another about 8 minutes or so, we'll 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 hear or see for some of us what is up with the ladies, and then right after the men. All right, so please remember to hit the like button, guys, share button, subscription button. Come on, let's build this live. Can we get 100 people on this live? We can do it. Let's go for 100. Share, share, share. We have about 40 persons are there-ish. So if we share, if each person share, we can double what we have here. And then when we get some new persons, we ask them. So let's try and get the number up. And guys, I asked for the likes and the subscriptions. So let us do that. Let's keep doing that. Can I get 5 subscribers right now? You're here. You haven't hit the subscription button, so close the X in the live chat, hit the thumbs up button, and hit subscribe. You can also hit join if you'd like to join the channel. Come on, easiest ways to support us is by liking, subscribing, sharing, and of course, if you want to get super You can get super if you want to join this channel. You can definitely join us, but we really appreciate the likes and the subscription. So let's see what's happening here. Unfortunately, does that appear to be an injury there? And I'm not too sure why they call back this one. Not sure if there's are they coming with a red card? So looks like an athlete here is going off. Not good. And so we never want to see these things. Very unfortunate. And so prayers up and best wishes. All right, so Team Bahamas. So David, I guess Team Bahamas is ready. Definitely looking out to see Shawnee, Steve, and others. Erdla there as well. Devine. So looking forward to seeing those athletes. All right. So remember, ask for. All right. Let's get 8 likes, 5 subscriptions. We can do it. All right. This run is off there, and so I guess we have one more heat to go. So the time is working out nicely here, and in about 4 minutes, we'll get to the big things. Sound up the big things then. All right, guys, you need to sound off in the chat right now. Let's try and get this live up. Can we get it to 100? Let's see. We can do it if we try. Or let's go to 50, but 100, let's see. All right, we're climbing, so let's keep climbing. Let's just see the results there. Guess this is the final heat in the under 20 boys. And I can tell you, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce is somewhere there waiting. And we're all here waiting too to see what some times are going to be. Up top, welcome. All right, welcome. So I'm just going to take a quick little snack here to get ready for the big things then. So let me just go to some music, all right? All right, welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome to our coverage here. All right, so right now we're getting ready for sure for the big event. All right, I guess for day one, the 100 meters. All right, for men and women. All right, so that will be happening in a little bit. All right, so just to let you know, that will be happening in a little bit. So we should be seeing heat number one. All right, looks different here to me. No, Jonna Downey, Alana Reed, Ramona Burchell, Nisha Berger, Sharika Jackson, Carlita Bernard, Jodine Williams. And I say the top three I am having here Sharika, Alana, and Jodine. And it could be Jodine or Ramona, but I'm gonna stick with Jodine. All right, so we're definitely waiting for that. So let me just adjust myself here accordingly, just to get a sense of what is happening. All right, so all right, so everyone is waiting, and I hope they don't do the same foolishness as they did with the 400 meters for men to have the athletes, waiting. All right, so not able to see here, what, but yes, I'm seeing down there, and the ladies are there, and we definitely want to see them. All right. And so again, welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome to our coverage here. So we're expecting Sharika Jackson to take this one. All right. And so that's, what we are expecting in this one. So for me, I'm expecting Sharika, Alana, Jodine, or Ramona, but I'm going to stick with Jodine. All right. We'll see what happens. And Sharika is ready. I can see the colors there in her here. And as you know, Sharika is the defending 100 meters champion there at the last national trials. So I suspect that Sharika is coming. All right, so to say, okay, this is my title here. So Jana Doe, New Mexico, in lane 2. Alana Reed in lane 3. In lane 4, Ramona Burchell, now on screen. All right. Over in lane 5, Nisha Berger, Naisha Berger. All right. And then in lane 6, Sharika Jackson. All right, and Sharika, game face is on, looking good. I like that, seeing some confidence. All right, Sharika looks ready. I can tell you she is looking ready. All right, in number 7, Carlita Bernard. And over in lane 8. No, this is Jodine Williams. All right, so Jodine, would love to see you going through Alana. They were a part of the the world relays in terms of helping Jamaica getting qualified. And so here we're here and just waiting. So they're being called to their marks. So just, getting settled in their blocks. And I guess all eyes will be on lane number 6, Sherita Jackson. And let's keep our fingers crossed that, everything goes well set and they're off. And I knew this was going to be a false start. It looks like lane 5. So, and then we're hearing like it looks like lane 2. Lane 2 first. All right, so Jana Downey there. So let's see. So perhaps we'll lose one, and always unfortunate because we don't want to be in this situation. But they're getting a green card. Oh wow, it's a green card. All right, guys. It's a green card, surprisingly. All right, so hit the like button, guys. Let's get the likes up and hit the subscription button as they go to their marks. The second time of asking. All right, second time of asking. They're now settling in their blocks. All right, so all eyes will be on lane 6. That's where Sherika Jackson will be in. And again, my top 3, Sherika, Alana, Jodine. Let's see. All right, away they go. Sherika Jackson is leading the group here. It's Sherika, Jodine, Alana, Sherika, Jodine, Alana Reed. And it looks like that to me. All right, here you go. Sherika Jackson, 10.99. All right, Jodine Williams, 11.01. All right, that looks like a Olympic qualifying time. Alana Reed in the number 3 spot, 11.20. And that's a PB I am being told for Jodine Williams, and soon we'll get those results. So in the second heat, we should see. All right, so it's the top 3 that we have is Sherika Jackson. All right, and then Jodine Williams, Alana Reed. So you see, I know what I'm talking about, people. All right, we'll see. We'll definitely see. So 10.99 for Sharika. When we first saw her, 11.03. So that's looking good. She looks easy. So that tells me that there is more in the tank. So while she was slowing down, Jodine was pushing hard. So it tells me that Sharika is in a good shape. And she does something here. She definitely does something here, and so again, that is definitely fantastic to see. So I guess for some of us, the fears, dealing with some of the fears here. All right, so again, welcome if you're just tuning in, welcome to our coverage here. All right, so in the next heat, we should see Shuria Henry, all right, Titans, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, Elite, all right, Ashanti Moore, Tia Clayton, Serena Cole, Ronisha McGregor, and Jura Levy. All right, so we are definitely going to have a lot of crowd support here for Shelly, and I can spot Shelly here. All right, just getting into her, just taking off and just getting ready to go to the start there. All right, so Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce is going to be in lane 3. All right, so let me go back to my pick for this one. I have Shelly, Tia, and who else did I pick? Looks as if this one. All right, so Shelly and Tia. Who else did I pick in this one? Was it Jura? Levy, but we'll see. This one seems a little bit open, but let's see what happens in this one. All right, so Shelly is here in this one for sure, and we'll have absolutely eyes on lane number 3. And looks as if we don't have lane 2, so Shelly-Ann, Ashanti, Tia, Serena, Ranisha, and Jura. So Shuria is not even here. So this one should be easy breezy peasy for, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. All right, so we are just waiting for this one to get on its way. And then, you guys can definitely tell us, what's going on. Chantre, welcome. All right. And Garmel, hello to you. And you're saying Serena Cole. Yes, I could say we could go with Serena. This one, I guess the third spot is pretty open, I'll say. All right. So welcome. Guys, I like that we're growing. Hit the like button. So close the chat, touch that thumbs up button, and also you see the subscribe, man. Touch the subscribe and let us keep growing together. All right, so MVP, they're on show here. All right, Serena Cole. Looks like she has a lot of muscles here going, so let us see what happens here. So perhaps a little bit more to lose there, I don't know. All right, Ranisha McGregor now on screen. All right, so let us definitely see. So we're growing, guys. So welcome. Let's keep growing. Hit the like button, man. Let's like it. We should be at 50 likes by now. And hit that subscription button. Comment in the chat, man. Let me know that you're here, where you're tuned in from. That would be fantastic. And while you drop the flag, drop the name of the country beside your flag. All right, so they're being called to the start, and I feel like we need to get this one going. I don't like when the athletes are there just too long. That is too dangerous, and I don't like it. All right, so Shelly there on screen. So we saw 10.99 from Sharika Jackson. Let's see what this heat gives us. All right, so set, and they're off. All right, let us see here. So Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. All right, look at the Clayton twin here. Shelly-Ann is slowing down, and it's the Clayton twin. So that looks good from Shelly. Easy. All right, Shelly, looks good. All right, looks good, and it looks like a time of 10.92, if I'm getting that right, though, 10.98. All right, and Sharika 10.99. So Shelly is here. All right, so that Shelly is here, 10.98. All right, and Tia Clayton 11.02. Ashanti Moore comes in the number 3 spot there, 11.24. All right, and I guess Serena Cole. Soon we'll get those times after everything is done in terms of the runs, but Shelly is looking fantastic. All right, so Shelly there. Perhaps I would say Sharika was looking a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more easy. Yes, Shelly kind of shut it down. But when I look at, Tia coming in, yes, she was slow. She looks good. But if I were to say who looks a bit more relaxed, I would say, Sharika, but there isn't a big in terms of a huge difference. We saw 10-9-8 from Shelly here, 10-9-9 from Sharika. So in second, 11-0-2 from Tia, then Ashanti Moore 11-4 there, rounding out the top three. All right, in this heat coming up, we have Kemba Nelson, Brianna Williams, Shakoria Wallace, Natasha Morrison, Yannick Dale, Lane Tava Thomas. All right, so I'm just going to go with Lane Tava, Brianna Williams, and Natasha Morrison. All right, so those are the ladies that I'm going to go with for this one. You can definitely share in the chat as well. Why I move the screen is because the results, they don't tend to come in while, sometimes there. So once I shift and I come back, it gives us a better view there. So, in this one, all right, thanks for hitting the like button. Let's keep hitting the like and subscription buttons. All right. And so we're here now, just waiting for this heat. So Kemba will be in lane 3, Brianna Williams 4, Shakoria Wallace in 5, Natasha Morrison in 6, and Yannick Dale in 7, and Lane Tava Thomas in 8. So again, my top three here: Lane Tava Thomas, Brianna Williams, and Natasha Morrison. All right, so we'll definitely see how this one pans out for sure. All right, so again, welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Not necessarily, if I might just add a little piece here.
For
I think,
sure.
most of the fans, the Jamaican fans, will rest a little bit easier tonight, seeing that, Sharika and Shelly both talked sub 11 times and they look pretty easy. I think Shelly shut down quite early, and, I heard you mention it, Sharika really looked quite confident based on her actions after the race and just the focus that was on her face. So looking forward to see what happens in T3. Back over to you.
Wonderful for sure, Rurian. Thanks for coming in there and sharing. And so I don't know if you share the same pics with me, but so far I've been perfect in terms of the results. So, well, no, no, no. Perhaps I missed the second one, but let's see. I think Ashanti
Well,
Mark. Well, I left that one open. So far I'm good. I'll say I'll take it. I'll take it. So let's
okay.
see what will happen in this one.
Well, Natasha Morrison and Brianna Williams, those are sure based on previous performances. So, let's see who else will join them, if the predictions are correct.
Yeah, Lane Tava, and perhaps Lane Tava might even win this one. We'll see what happens. And so I'm definitely looking out for Lani Tava Thomas. So they're being called to their marks. And again, starter, let's get this on the way. We don't want, anything to affect our athletes. So they're getting down and settling and in their blocks. So let's see what happens. We have Kemba in here, and let's see, and they're off. All right, Brenna Williams is going. Kemba is running. All right, Natasha Morrison is coming. All right, and let's see here. All right, Kemba looks to be in. Natasha Morrison. All right, and let us see. Let us see. Brianna had a good start. Not seeing any results here. That's the thing. But let us see. Let us see what happens. Looks like Brianna got in. So Natasha Morrison 11-1-2. That looks like the time for Natasha Morrison. All right, taking that one. And Kemba looks to be in the second spot there. So let us see. Let us see. Just waiting. Brenna Williams was there too. She had a good start, but Natasha had a strong finish there. So I'm not even too sure here. It's close. And unfortunately, we didn't
Natasha,
get the
I think,
opportunity to see the results. Yes, Ruren?
yeah, I think Brianna might have run out of the top three here. She faded terribly in the last 40 or so meters, and the other lady caught her. So I think she might get a fourth or finish there.
Yeah, and you're so right about that. So what we have here is Natasha Morrison 11-1-2, Kemba in second 11-1-6, Shakoria Wallace 11-2-4, Brianna Williams 11-2-5, Lane Tava 11-2-7, and Janik Dale 11-4-8. So guys, I missed that one, but it is what it is. So hopefully Brianna gets one of those best times in terms of moving forward. The next one, Tina Clayton. This is Heat 4. Tina Clayton, Janelle Smith, Crystal Slowly, Sasha Lee, Forbes, Tashika Cameron, Griselle, Scarlett. So here for sure I'll say Crystal Slowly, Sasha Lee, Forbes, and Tina Clayton. And we'll see what happens there with my predictions. So I don't know, Ruben, quickly, if you have any thoughts on this heat before it gets on its way.
Well, not much. Looking out to see what Tina will do. They have had some good runs at well, she had some good performances at the champs level, and we haven't seen her coming over into the seniors with any really good performance yet. So I'm looking forward to see that transition with regards to her. So looking out for her especially.
All right, so we're just seeing here on screen the twin here. All right, Janelle Smith, MVP, is also here. So this one is going to be a little bit more competitive. All right, Crystal Slowly. Will she do a PB? She has been running PBs every time we see her. All right, so let's see. Sasha Lee Forbes on screen here. And next we see here, and I'm looking at the chat, Garmin is saying Forbes should qualify. This heat coming up is the hot one. All right. And Crystal Stoley. So they're being called to their marks now. Crystal Stoley on screen, perhaps a favorite given, our recent sub 11 clocking. But again, I like to see when they go through the rounds to see, how they will hold up. So this will tell me, Crystal Stoley where she's at. But for sure, talented, young lady and one that we'll see a lot from. And, Stephen Francis had some stuff to share. So set and they're off. All right, Sasha Lee Forbes is looking good here. Crystal Slowly is coming. Sasha Lee Forbes, Crystal Slowly, Sasha Lee Forbes, Crystal Slowly. And I believe the twin gets it there on the line in the third spot. All right, so just seeing some times here in terms of the qualifiers. So we'll see there. So just wanting to see the times. We'll go through this pretty quickly just to see, who is going forward. So Brianna Williams there with a Q, so she moves forward. So we'll soon take a look at that big list, but just wanting to get some specific times here for this one. But it's Sasha Lee Forbes from my vantage point, then Crystal Slowly, then the Clayton sister. That's what I saw there, Tina Clayton. So that's what I am seeing there. So just waiting to get some times and to see, what this is looking like. All right, so we're just waiting for that. But welcome, welcome, welcome. And here are the times. So it is 11:03 for Sasha Forbes. Then in second, Crystal Slowly, 11:12. Tina Clayton in third, 11:13. Then Janelle Simmet, 11:23, followed by Kashika Cameron, 11:35. Not seen a mark there for Grizel. You know what's going to be next? The men. So I don't know if we have the time to run through this, but what I can show you here in terms of the qualifiers, you see Shelly there with the fastest time, and it's the Olympic qualifying time there. Sharika as well, same Olympic qualifying time. Jodine, Olympic qualifying. Tia Clayton, Olympic qualifying. Sasha Lee Forbes, Olympic qualifying. And then we have here Crystal Slowly, Natasha Morrison, Tina Clayton, Kemba Nelson, Alana Reed, Ashanti Moore, Shakoria, then Janelle Smith, Brianna Williams, Lane Tava Thomas, so she makes it in. Naisha Berger, all right, Kashika Cameron, Ramona Burchell is in there. Serena, no, we stop at Nisha. All right, those are the 16, the semifinalists. All right, so in terms of the other athletes without the queue, so they're not going to move forward. Kashika Cameron, Ramona Burchell, Serena Cole, Jonna Downey, Carlita, Yannick Dale, Jura Levy, and Ronisha McGregor. All right, so it's over to the men side of things, and the first heat is going to be a big one. All right, so in this one, O'Dane McPherson in lane one, lane two, Javel Wright, lane three, Jelani Gordon, lane four, Brian Level, lane five, Johan Blake, lane six, Oblique Seville, lane seven, Buaji and Krume, and lane eight, Jamal Miller. So earlier I told you my pick in this one, Oblique, Brian Level, and I said I'm going to respect Johan Blake and give him that third spot, but it could be Nkrumah if he's back in that form. Not too sure where Johan is, but for the time being, I will go with Johan. Rurian, I'm not sure if you have anything that you'd like to share with us quickly before they get to this one. The athletes, they're at the start, they're waiting on the starter.
Just going back to the females, and it was only Shelly and Sharika got under the 11-second mark, and the other athletes seem to be struggling a little bit, putting lots of effort and not getting below that 11 second mark, and I'm wondering if that will improve going forward.
Well, that's a good observation. And hopefully, so maybe, as you said, you saw a lot of effort. So we'll see all the rounds, go. All right, so athletes are being introduced right now. And let me see here. And David is saying Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce will run 10-7 in the finals to win. And I'm thinking that Sharika is the one who's going to run the 10-7, but we'll see tomorrow. David, Garmel is saying your one is in trouble. All right. He has to prove me wrong, not on my team, not even for the relay. And as I said, I'm just respecting him based on the history. I call him in the top three, but won't be surprising to me either if he's not in the top three. But perhaps he might go through to the semis based on time. All right, Boaji on screen there now. All right, Oblique Civil is next to him, so this should be a good run if they're both from racers. So they should be, I guess Seville is going to pull him along once he's in, some form. All right, so let us see. Hopefully everything goes well for Seville. Why am I feeling nervous just before this race? Come on, Seville. Don't bother look to your left or look to your right. Just go. Do the do. All right. So while we're waiting, they're being called to their marks. Ruben, I'm just feeling nervous. I don't know why, but hopefully this is not going to be some. Let me not say it. All right. So we're just waiting for them. So settling there in their blocks nicely, and we're waiting for the start. All right. Set, and they're off. All right. Seville there. Coming forward is Seville. And Seville is going and looks easy. All right. Looks like 9.96. All right. So Seville is easy like Sunday morning. All right, let me just see if I can get some time. Lavelle is second, as you know, I had him there. So it's 9.98, level 10.07, Jelani Gordon 10.09, Bawaji 10.16, Johan Blake 10.21, O'Dane McPherson 10.21, Jamal Miller 10.32, Javal Wright 10.59. All right, Oblique was pretty much relaxing. That was just a stroll in the park, Rurian, and the second heat is coming up in this one. We should see Shakur Williams, Mario Williams, Kishane Thompson, Nigel Ellis, Akeem Blake, Sandra Davidson, O'Shane Bailey, and Sachin Dennis. So my pick here, Kishane, Akeem, and Sandre. And hopefully Akeem get the start right in the name of Jesus. So coming over to you, Ruren, to find out if you have anything you'd like to share here.
Yes, good run there by Civil. As he said, he looked pretty steady, calm, and he didn't look to the sides. And that's good for him. And good to see the others coming up as well. Johan disappointing again, and I guess he won't qualify for this event based on what we're seeing so far. But it's good to see Civil putting in quite a few good performances, and he has matured as a sprinter, and he is looking a lot more comfortable and seemingly ready to dominate this event.
Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. And so we can see that Seville is in fantastic shape, very, very good shape. And, daughter of a king, welcome, welcome, because we're not able to show it because we don't have the rights, all right? So, welcome, welcome, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscription button. Mr. Speed should PB. All right. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. So, in the second one, for sure, Kishane Thompson is on the radar here, and hopefully we'll see him not doing one round. All right. So Kishane Thompson, of course, I am saying is the favorite in this one. Looking to see what Akeem Blake is going to do, and I believe I selected Sandre as well. So they're being introduced right now, and we'll get there shortly. All right, so guys, you can close the X in the live chat. All right, and let's touch that thumbs up button. Let's get this up, man, quick and fast. And remember the subscriptions. All right, ask you for some subscriptions. All right, 5 subscribers, quickly. Hit the subscription button. Let's do it. 555. Easy peasy. I know a lot of us, we're here. We're not liking, we're not subscribing. Please just support us as best as you can. Easiest ways, liking, subscribing, and sharing. All right, Akeem Blake there on screen. All right, and just waiting here. All right, so again, athletes here being introduced. Ruren, anything that you'd like to share quickly here? Just a few seconds.
Well, excited to see what Shane will do, in this race. Haven't seen much of him, but he popped up last year and created a buzz. Akeem Blake is always there, and I think this is a pretty loaded heat as well. Let's see how this one turns out.
All right. All right, so again, all eyes will be on Kishane Thompson. All right, so that's pretty much the story here. All eyes will be on Kishane, so they're on their marks, set, and they're off. And it's a false start. And for the life of me, let's see what's going on here. Come on, give them a green card and let's keep it going. And I hope this is not a cue. So lane 7 and 8. This looks like perhaps a green card. So let's just keep it going. So they're going to disqualify. Come on, green card. No, it's not the time for that. Let's keep it going. Lane 7. I wonder if he's going to run under protest. All right, O'Shane Bailey, I believe, has been removed. So 7 athletes. And let's see how this goes. So E2 of 4, drama here, a little bit of drama. And let's get this one going. So settled there, set, and they're off this time. All right, Kishane Thompson is going, and Kishane Thompson is pretty much leaving the field. Kishane Thompson slows down, and it looks like 981 is the flash time, and rounded up to 982. Come on, and he was so smooth. I mean, like, there wasn't anything much in that. I didn't even look to see who was sick. I mean, that was one of the easiest 982 that I have seen. So Kishane Thompson is the fastest Jamaican this year. 982, and I'm telling you, it is so easy. That was easy. It was like nothing. It was like nothing, I'm telling you. I would say a fairly good start. And then he started pulling away, then just easy. And the focus was just on Kishane. I am not even sure, so I'm just waiting to get the results to see who was in the number 2 spot. Looks like Akeem Blake. Akeem Blake. All right. And I'm not sure if that's Sandra there, but Akeem Blake. All right. So Kishane Thompson, he goes around and kind of say, all right, quiet, quiet, finger on the lip, I believe. All right. So here are the times. All right, so again, Kishane Thompson 9.82, Akeem Blake 9.95, and Sandra Davidson 10. So I was spot on with this prediction here. Sachin Dennis 10.04, Nigel Ellis 10.13, Shakur Williams next 10.15, Mario Williams 10.25, and of course, Shane Bailey got a DQ there. All right, so the next heat that is coming up, we'll see Rashid Foster, Rican Graham, Taekwondo Tracy, Ramon Barneswell, Julian Ford, Rowan Watson, Jazeel Murphy, Travis Williams. A pretty open one, but I'll say Julian Ford, Rowan Watson, and I'll go with Taekwondo Tracy because he has been in the news. He needs to come and, do something here. So, Rurian, let me just come over to you. What a race that was. Talk to me. Talk to me.
Well, Natasha Lee, I saw Kishin running just now, and he got a pretty regular start, but between, let's say, 20 and 60 meter, he totally out accelerated the other competitors and shut it down pretty easily and won, quite easily over the other athletes. Blake closed in a little bit on him after he shut down, but he looks ominous. And, I'm looking at his physique and he looks really strong. Like he can push that time down, quite a bit. And, just hoping that he will be able to keep fit. And, this just brought my memory back to the last time. It was the same sort of performance that we saw from him one round, and then he didn't turn up for the rest of the trial. Can you remember that?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Hopefully, that's not the case this time.
I think he's ready. And based on what Coach Francis shared, he's also ready. Like the injuries, they have found a way, I guess, to deal with that. So he's doing better. I mean, he equaled if I am remembering here, he equaled the time that Civil ran with Lyles just the other day. And so I mean, he looks very smart, smooth, strong. Obviously, lots more left in the tank for Thompson. Can I tell you that, there's lots to come, and it seems as if he's going to make a statement. So we'll definitely see what happens. Right now, the athletes in this next heat are being introduced. Just saw Tracy there, Taekwondo. And right now, I guess Taekwondo needs to make a statement regarding, all that was or is happening with the J3As. Very unfortunate there. But again, we'll definitely see what happens. So I'm just checking here in the chat. Not seeing any new comments there in the chat. All right, guys, let's keep the likes going and the subscriptions coming in. I asked for 5 subscribers. I haven't received any just yet, but I know that you're going to do the right thing and like and share and subscribe. We'll be here right throughout this championships at different points, bringing you live updates. So ensure that you hit the subscription button and tap that bell and select all so that you do not miss any updates. You'll definitely know when we go live for sure. All right, so we're here. these athletes are being called to their marks. So we'll just wait for the start here. All right, so on their marks, set, and they're off. First time of asking. All right, Taekwondo is going. Julian is coming. All right, Julian looks like going to take this one. Taekwondo is, and it's 9.96, but looks like they're getting 10 flat here based on what I am seeing here from Fort, Ron Watson, Taekwondo Tracy. So again, guys, you see, I know what I'm saying, you know. All right, here goes. All right, so as you can see, the time's coming in there. Julian for 10 seconds there. Rowan Watson 10:07. Taekwondo Tracy 10:10. Jazeel Murphy 10:11. And Travis there 10:13. Rashid Foster, all right, 10:27. And Rickon Graham 10:35. Ramon Barneswell 10:36. All right, so we are here. So Ruran, your thoughts on this one?
Not necessarily. I thought that race was a little bit faster than the times reflected. But for sure, Julian Fort looked real easy. He has some smooth sprinting there. It's quite awesome to look at him sprinting down the track there. Rowan Watson didn't do too badly as well, and Taekwondo Tracy completing that top three. I'm just a little bit worried about the times, but as the rounds get more challenging, I'm sure the effort will also increase. So it's just about getting through the first round, getting into the top three, and ensuring that you progress to the next stage. So interesting to see how the semis will look tomorrow. But Shane looked good, Seville looked good, and Julian looked smooth as well. So that augurs well for the male sprinters going forward into the semifinals.
All right, so good. Thank you so much, there, Ruran. We have one more heat to go. In this one, Damar Miller, Michael Sharp, Jelani Walker, Ryan Ford, Kadrian Golson, Michael Campbell, Andre Ewers, and Andre Edwards. This one is pretty open, but Ryan Ford, Kadrian Golson should be in this one, and perhaps I'll go with Jelani. So we'll see what happens in this one for sure. All right, so we're definitely here and we'll see what happens. So right now on screen, you're seeing let me just bring this down, the top 8. No, it should not be 8, it should be 16. Moving forward to the semis here, and of course, being led by Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, 10-9-8. Shelly and Sharika looked, very easy, and so we'll see what happens here. So the final heat of the men's, all right, senior prelim, and we're just waiting. We're just waiting for them to get on their marks. All right. All right. So again, welcome, welcome. Thanks for being here. Thanks for sticking and staying with us. And Fort for the win. Olympic title coming back to Jamaica. I like that, Garmel. Definitely like that. All right, 20 likes up. Thank you so much. Keep liking, keep subscribing. And the athletes, they're being introduced right now. All right, 4 more likes. So I got one from the 5 not like subscriptions. All right, so Kadrian Golson on screen right there. All right, and again, we're here, we'll be here talking. All right, Michael Campbell here from Elite on screen. So just waiting here. All right, so Andre, you was not in this one. Yes, did not show up. All right, so the athletes settled settled in their blocks now, ready for the starter. Set, and they're off, and they're being called back. So let us see. And these starters, they take so long to call them back. It's like, should I do it or should I not? All right, let us see, what's the situation here. So let us see what's the situation here. Athletes are walking back to the start. So maybe this is a green card. Didn't see a lot in terms of conversation being had between the officials. So again, not too sure what's the situation, but well, it's a DQ. Lane 8, Andre Edwards. All right, so the men, I guess we have seen quite a few DQs from the men. So like even with Erdler there, Omar McLeod earlier, like he went to do the early qualification for the 100, but he was disqualified, and I guess he just wanted to get a few, I guess, races in somewhat. That didn't work out, or perhaps he had hopes of running the relays. All right, so set and they're off. And away for sure they are. Raheem Ford. All right, Golson. All right, so it's Raheem Ford, Golson. So at least I got those two. Let's see who is in the third spot. All right, let us see if we have some times coming in here. I guess so 10.02 for Ford, 10, and Jelani Walker is in third. So I got this one spot on again. So again, just to let you know that, we're kind of in business here. But I'm here for you guys. So it's Ford, Golson, and Jelani Walker. So just waiting to get some times for you. I think it was 10:02 for Ford. I suspect this is the last one. So let us see if we can get that last heat. All right, here we go. 10:02 for Raheem Ford. Kadrian Golson, 10:12. Jelani Walker 10-1. Then we have Michael Campbell there. So now they're giving us the big breakdown in terms of the top 16 who will move forward to the semis. So in this, Kishane Thompson leading 982 oblique Seville 998. Then Julian Fort. Then we have Raheem Ford next, and then Akeem Blake. Not sure what Akeem Blake's time is there. Oh, okay, but he's there. All right, and then we have here, maybe because he was second, I don't know. Brian Level doesn't make sense. 10-07. Ron Watson 10-07. Adrian Golson 10-12. Sandre Davidson 10 flat there. Jelani Gordon 10-09. Taekwondo Tracy 10-10. Jelani Walker 10-1. And then Sashin Dennis 10-04. Jazeel Murphy 10-11. Travis Williams 10-13. And finally here, Nigel Ellis 10-13. All right, making it rounding off the top 16, moving on to the semis. So unfortunately, Shakur didn't get in. Nkume, Johan Blake, no for him. Odin McPherson, Michael Campbell, no Mario Williams, Rashid Foster, Michael Sharp, Jamal Miller, Rickon Graham, all right, Damore, Ramon, J Val, Andre O'Shane, and all right, these two did not, I guess, show up. So, I don't know if Yuan is going to run the 200, but this looks like his journey here. All right, pretty much, ends. So again, another, and I guess some persons have been expecting this, but it is what it is. Rurian, I'm coming over. Do you have anything you'd like to share?
Well, sad to know that Iran is performing up to the standards, but we have some new, what should I say, some, let's say, new athletes coming to the fore and representing pretty well. And I'm excited to see how the semifinals will pan out. Good run by Fort, by Kishane Thompson, Seville. Those guys look really good in their respective heats, and I'm looking forward to seeing them in the semifinals.
All right, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah. And so again, big, big, big here. And I see your comment here, Jazeel Murphy must be commended. It looks here from what we have here that is at Dynamic Speed Track Club. Is that the broken part of, those two freighter? Not too sure, but Dynamic Speed Track Club. That's where he is. All right, let me see if I can do a quick Google search. And see here. Not too sure. Not seeing much here. I'm seeing Errol Biles as head coach. So maybe it's not even Jamaica. I'm seeing Texas, maybe in the US, if that's the club there. All right. So just to let you know. So guys, anything that you'd like to share, now is the time. Can perhaps take one or two short calls. And let me just go back to that screen there with the number, and It's a good look in terms of, what we have seen from both the women and the men. All right, so definitely we have seen some good performances for sure. And a lot of us, I know we're happy to see the ladies, Shelly and Sharika, looking so easy, smooth, ready to perhaps, give us something that we're not necessarily expecting. All right. And so again, that is fantastic to see the ladies, doing that well. So let me just check the chat to see, who else is there, guys. We'll be here. We'll be here. So ensure that you stick and stay with us because we'll be here to bring you the highlights, well, to tell you what's going on and to also, share with you what to expect. Okay, what I should have shown is for day 2. Let me just go back there quickly, see if this is available here, and perhaps we can do that. All right. So day 2, we should see the boys decathlon, all right, and that will be the 110-meter hurdles, like at about 9:30 a.m. Jamaica time. We'll see the girls 400, and then we'll also see the boys 400 on the 20 prelims, boys decathlon, discus throw, boys decathlon, all right, pole vault, boys, all right, long jump and shot put. We'll see girls 1500 meters, boys 1500. Women, all right, we'll see the 1500 meters for the senior. Then we'll have, where am I now? We'll have the men's, all right, 1500 meters as well, followed by the girls, all right, shot put on the 20, then long jump on the 20 there for girls, 400-meter hurdles on the 20 final. So we get to see that final there. Men, all right, high jump for the seniors there. Boys, 400-meter hurdles. Then we'll have the women's 400-meter hurdles finals. All right, so we'll have that at about 6:55 Jamaica time. Then the men's 400-meter hurdles finals at about 7:05 p.m. Jamaica time. Then we'll also have the discus throw women. All right, then the girls 100 meters under 20. All right, semis as well as the boys equivalent. All right, at 7:20 and 7:35 respectively, followed by the women's 100 meters semis, and then we'll see the boys decathlon javelin throw, the men's 100 semis. Definitely, we don't want to miss that, and followed by the women's, all right, 800 meters. All right. And then the men's 800 meters, the 400 meters. All right. Finals there. Then the decathlon, followed by the men's. This is 35 plus, the masters race here. Girls 100 meters finals, boys 100 meters finals, and then the women and men's 100 meters finals. So We'll be here until I guess somewhere there after 10, little after 10 Jamaica time. All right, so you want to ensure that you're sticking and staying with us. All right, we'll be here and we'll try to do like a morning review just to for people to just know that we're here. So ensure that you're sticking and staying with us. All right. Ruren, do you have any final comments that you'd like to share?
Sure, Natasha, we want to just thank everyone who stick and stayed with us. If
Ruren,
you haven't, yes, Natasha Lee, are you hear me?
I I am not hearing you, Ruren.
I'm not sure why you're not hearing me.
Maybe it's just my system, so hopefully they're hearing you in the chat.
All right, I'll just continue then. Hope thank you for everyone who came in, stick and stayed, subscribe, like, and share. If you haven't done that, you can still do that for us. And remember to join us tomorrow, invite a friend so that we can, talk about track and field, and we would love to hear your views as it relates to what is happening here for the Jamaica team preparing for that Olympic game. Back over to you, Natasha.
Wonderful. They were hearing you loud and clear. Perhaps I am the one that they weren't hearing properly. So hopefully you were hearing me well on your side. All right.
Definitely hearing you right.
Garmel. Okay, thank you. Garmel, I'm not sure if that was a PB and not too sure. All right. So guys, we're going to wrap this one up. All right. Thank you so much for coming over. Thank you so much for, tuning in for the persons who were here earlier today. Thank you so much for the persons who came back. To all the new persons here, thank you so much for all your support. Remember to exercise self care, take care of yourself, be patient with yourself in everything that you do. Put God first, all right? Put God first, trust Him. And, let's continue to, share about voices in education. Let's continue to spread the love. And remember that this is a community, a safe space where we share and learn from each other, all right? So again, thank you so much, everyone. Please remember to hit the like button, the share button, and the subscription button. And ensure that you tap that bell. Yes, that little bell icon, tap it and select all so that you do not miss any updates from this channel. You're definitely locked in. But before you can get those updates, you must hit that subscription button. All right, that is definitely important. Again, blessings and love, and I'll see you in the next live. So take care of yourself. Bye for now, everyone. All right, so let me just go to some music here and we'll just sign out exactly. Thank you, guys.